Welcome to Keeping It 1,000. I'm your host, John Heiss. I'm joined, as always, by my friend, the great McBetts. What's up, McBetts? How you doing, buddy?
Fresh off of a wonderful weekend. We're ready. We are now, NBA's over. All we have is baseball for the next 2 months. This is not for the faint of heart. This is tough.
Yeah, I think you're going to see content on Twitter kind of die a little bit.
Yeah.
That's what happens. I don't
Not
know.
everyone's built for this.
It happens. I mean, it is what it is. But we got about 2 months, I think, before we really start thinking about football.
Yep.
Like, I mean, you're going to think about football. I'm not saying you're not going to think about football. I'm just saying, like, before you really start thinking about football, like what you're going to be eating and drinking while you're watching.
Yes.
You know what I'm trying to say? Like,
snacks.
Yeah, we'll be drafting fantasy teams. Like, of course.
Are we going
thinking about it, doing season-long bets, but it's not going to be, like, really, like, in the mix of thought, in the thought rotation.
You know what I'm saying? We're not talking like in the weeds Thursday night, 68.5-yard receiving lines.
Yeah, not yet. You know what I'm saying? So that gives us about 2 months, a little over 2 months of just solid baseball. I think we can do it. I got to be honest with you. I think we're going to hit a plus 1,000 or more parlay tonight.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
I'm calling it right now.
100%.
If you've never seen the show before, what we're about to do, I'm going to give 2 bets. McBetts is going to give 2 bets. That's going to be 4 bets. You parlay those 4 bets together, you're going to get a parlay that's above plus 1,000 because we keep it 1,000 on the show.
Those are the rules.
When that happens, that's going to be glorious. It's going to be glorious. I can't wait. Did we win last time?
No, actually, we were set up beautifully. Colton Cowser base knock in the early games, just like I predicted. Then we were all in on the Astros and A's Thursday night. It wound up being like a 7-6 game or 8-7. There was like 14, 15 runs scored, and both of our guys with total goose eggs.
Okay.
And
so I think I had Lopez. He got his strikeouts. Like,
yeah,
I think you needed those in batting practice.
I think you needed 4 or 5, and he got 9.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what's up with that. Like, they just price him way wrong.
Ridiculous.
I had a great weekend, though, so there was that. But, yeah, they probably didn't hit. Here's the thing, though. I think we're going to hit one starting today. Yep. And I'm going to let you go first for a change.
All right, here we go. So I'm going to lead off.
Yeah.
As they say, right, in baseball, baseball term.
Yep.
We're all in baseball. We're going to keep it with the baseball terms. Yankees, Reds. Ellie De La Cruz. 2 total bases. He is absolutely crushing right-handed pitching. And the amazing thing about Ellie, right? He's crushing righties. Great. The starter is a righty. Now, say for some crazy reason, Aaron Boone, manager of the Yankees, decides to like switch it up on him and throw a lefty. Ellie can just go to the other side of the plate.
Okay.
And swing righty. So we're good. We're covered if that were to happen. But give me him 2 total bases. It says listed minus 118. I got to check the latest because a lot of times we see some movement here. But we're going to lock in Ellie.
I got minus 130 at DraftKings. I think we should use them because of the promos.
Yeah, definitely. They're big promo people.
Grab a boost. They got a no sweat home run too today. So there's that.
Might have to get on that.
So that's cool. All right. We're going to go right back to a guy called Trevor Rogers. He's a pitcher for the Baltimore Orioles. Everybody knows him.
Yes.
Since we got a boost, what we're going to do is we're going to do what he did for us last week. He got 4+ for us. No big deal. Very easy. He's got the Rangers. They're a strikeout team. I mean, they're not the most strikeout team. They're not the Rockies. They're not the Angels. But they do strike out. In their last 199 at-bats, they struck out 51 times. That puts them in play. They're not a team that we're going to avoid. The only thing we got to think about now is how many we want to let Trevor get for us. We could go 5+ plus 115. Could also go 4+ minus 195. Since we have the boost,
I'm rocking
home with that. So what we'll do is we'll put the placeholder in at 4+.
Okay, I'm rocking a 25% boost. Is that what you have?
Yep. We know he's getting 4. That's a fact. All right.
Right.
So let's just stick with what know what's going to happen. Right now, we know Ellie's getting 2 bases.
Correct.
And we know Trevor's getting 4 strikeouts.
Yes.
Let's just see what you got for the next one. And like I said, we can always come back. We can always come back if we have to. And go 5+. Like, it's all deadly, you know.
What else I do know? Hold on. I'm a little thirsty here.
Is that the... Did you get the blue drink?
The what?
The blue drink.
Oh, this?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I got the blue drink.
Yeah. Cheers.
Dude, this is incredible. How do you feel after drinking that?
I feel like I could lift a car.
Yeah, I feel amazing. I feel like I could win a plus 1,000 parlay, too.
Oh, yeah. One sip is the plus 1,000 parlay.
Yeah.
I drink that whole thing. My car, I'm going to be squatting my car in the driveway.
I carry the car when I leave.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm not even going to drive it to when I pick up my kids from school. I'm just going to carry it.
Like, look at this
parking lot.
Yeah. I love the blue drink, man. I love
Great.
it. I feel like a genius and a very strong genius.
It's just like everything opens up, you know, you just brain power is working, which is why I found another bet that has no chance of losing.
Okay. What did you find?
Giancarlo Stanton. You familiar with this guy? Back in the day, he used to be Mike, but it's the same guy.
Dude. Yeah, same guy. That's crazy.
Yeah, same guy. Crazy. He has had 2 careers. You know what's crazy? Mike Stanton could potentially make the Hall of Fame, and Giancarlo Stanton.
Wow.
Like, I wonder if he would get 2 plaques.
What a world.
One an MVP, right?
You'd have to. It would look like 2 different guys.
Yeah. It'd be crazy. But anyway, Hall of Fame or not, he is recording 2 bases tonight in Cincinnati. We have a beautiful righty-lefty matchup. The guy just mashes, right? Cincinnati's one of the best hitter-friendly parks in the entire league. He can even get 2 hits. He might put one in the stands tonight. His odds for a home run plus 200. That says the books thinks he's going yard. We only need a double. We'll take a double.
Yeah, just a double.
So right now, see again listed on the old research app -109. This has since moved to -120. So we're gonna have to play around with the boost a little bit, but still fair. I think he crushes this line.
Kind of like that. I kind of like it. Well, whenever we do the other move that I wanted to do, it doesn't quite get us there. Here's the thing. You know what happened? DraftKings used to give us team home runs.
Yes.
Remember that? And then they didn't.
That was the time.
Yeah, that was the greatest month of our lives. We could take the Angels to hit 2 home runs, but we can't. So just know that that's what we would have taken. They're going to hit at least 2 home runs tonight. They're going to score at least 5 runs. We know that. But I think Jack could strike out 5 guys. That's where I'm kind of torn. So what do we want to do? Want to go offense? Want to go defense? Like, what do we do in a situation like that?
Well, everybody knows the Red Sox strike out.
Yeah, strikeout team. That's how they roll.
It's part of their whole shtick.
Right? It's their preferred way of getting out. I don't think that makes them a bad team.
No, they just don't want to run it out. Like, why? If you're going to get out, why are you going to run?
Yeah.
Like, just swing and miss and go right back to the dugout.
Yeah, like nothing happened. No big deal.
You want to sprint 90 feet to get thrown out. Now you're exhausted. You're out anyway. Just strike out.
Yeah, you can just walk back.
Yeah, turn around. See you later.
I think Jack can get 5.
Yeah, for sure.
Let me plug this in the old machine and figure out if they're gonna let us.
You're gonna be happy.
Do they let it? Does it go over?
Do you have a 25% boost?
Plus 1,000? Does it go over that?
It does, with the boost.
All right, hang on. Let me just make sure there's no home runs. I always check every day, and then I get disappointed every day.
Yeah. So with Jack at 5, right, which is what you said, it lands on plus 803, and then you throw the 25% booster on it, plus 1,005.
All right.
And then contractually, we have to keep it 1,000.
Here's the thing, though. What if we don't do Jack? What if we put Jack on the back burner?
Okay.
And just root for him?
Yeah, sure. He's a good guy.
Just root for the guy.
Yeah.
And go Angels team. So under the team totals tab, you're going to see a bunch of team totals. You hit that. You scroll down. The first one you're going to come to is total bases. 13.5 minus 105. Over.
Wow.
I think they go way over that. I think that Walker...
They're going to hit 2 homers, right? So that's 8 right off the bat.
Right there. They've already got 8. Game hasn't started yet. They have 8.
Yeah, we're 8. We got
6 other hits.
Yes.
But, I mean, dude, Walker Buehler.
Dog shit. Sorry.
Yeah. I mean, no offense, Walker, or your family if you're watching. I'm sure he's a great guy. He's
Lovely
probably
family.
fun to hang out with,
Yes.
all that stuff. But when I look at I've been using Prop Finder, by the way. I've never seen a better app in my life. So shout out Prop Finder. Link in the description. Promo code SLOP, that whole thing. Dude, Walker Buehler has given up 12 home runs this season. Guess how many innings he's pitched?
I mean, 12 would be crazy, so I'm not going to say that, but 30.
59.
59. I was halfway there.
Yep.
Yeah.
I guess how many of those were to right-handers?
8.
7.
7.
His
I'm on it.
home run per 9, just to righties, is 2.39.
Per 9.
That's not good.
No.
All right. Guess what the Angels are? They're a right-handed heavy team.
Right-handed.
Taylor Ward, Logan
Righty.
Loppe, Joe Adell, Mike Trout, Zach Neto.
Yep.
Those are all right-hand. Then they all smash.
And they all mash.
Yeah, every single one of them. So the idea that all those guys combined aren't going to go for 14-plus bases is crazy to me.
And say 3 of them go yard, right?
Yep.
Which of those guys you just named, they're all mashers. We're at 12.
Yeah.
You mean to tell me we're not going to get 3 more hits?
Yeah, no.
Or combined bases the rest of the game?
I just don't think we've utilized this. Guess how many bases they had yesterday as a team?
16.
23.
Woo!
The game before that, guess how many total bases they had?
16.
23. I mean, that's way more than 14.
Yeah.
The game before that,
right,
not good. They only scored 2 runs. They got 12. So they had a horrible game.
And landed basically on the number.
And they were right there. So I think this is a very fun bet. I think it's a bet that we should show the people. And I think it's a bet that we should use to cash this thing out. Because whenever you put this in, that gives us plus 1,005. That is keeping it 1,000.
We kept it.
I've ever seen it.
We kept it.
So tell the people what you had. I took so long with that other bet.
No, that's
I don't
fine.
even think people know.
No, we need the analysis.
We need the analysis. That's true.
People have to understand where we're coming from. We're not just closing our eyes, picking shit. We're diving deep. We're in the weeds.
We need to walk through this.
That's it. So we're going Ellie total bases and Giancarlo Stanton total bases. That's the same game in Cincinnati.
Okay, and I'm going to go Trevor for 4+. He was our placeholder. 4 for Trevor. I mean, that feels like child's play.
That's like a boost in itself almost.
Yeah. And then the Angels total bases over 13.5 as a team. Here's the thing, though. Let's say this thing falls apart.
Mm-hmm.
We just take the Angels total bases at the end because we've set it up to where all those games we're going to know, you know what I'm saying, pretty much where we're at.
Right.
They're not going to lose, obviously, but I'm just saying we've even set this up in such a perfect way that we can still have action all night long, which is just amazing on our part.
Yep. No, we're for the people. We've always been. We always will be.
God damn, I feel good about this, dude. All right. And then my obviously was Trevor 4+, and then the Angels total bases over 13.5. That might be the most fun market, and we just stumbled on that just now. We didn't even
That's
know
unbelievable.
that
I love this market.
Yeah, we didn't even know that existed. We had no idea. But now we do. So that's big. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed it, man. I hope we win tonight. We did this just so you guys could win and we could win. We could win together. Do me a favor, though. We're going to do more stuff together, but you got to subscribe. You got to subscribe to this channel in order for us to do everything together. Get the notifications on. Maybe throw a like on this video. That helps out so much. It's not even funny.
That would be wonderful.
Mm-hmm. And, that's going to do it. We will see you tomorrow. We will have a lot more money in our pocket when that happens.
Exactly.
And
we are going to see you tomorrow as winners.
I can't wait. I can't wait. I think we're all going to look good as winners. We'll see you then. Thanks for watching.